Hi guys, welcome back to MHC for January 2016. We've been gathering resources underground. We're about to head back upstairs, see what's going on up here. I apologize, that wasn't a good sound. Must be some caves around here. I missed putting an episode up on Friday. I've started a new job just pretty recently, and last week actually, and I have been a little bit overwhelmed. It's a good thing. I mean, it's actually a very good thing. I've gotten a part-time, just, you know, nothing special, just a part-time thing at the local little shop, and it's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. But it's also, it's an adjustment. I'm not used to working after all these years. I used to work in retail. I loved it. I still do. I really enjoy working retail, which, as odd as that might sound, I really like the people. I like seeing people every day. I like talking to the customers, seeing the regulars that come in all the time, stuff like that. It's fun for me. I really enjoy that. So I'm trying to remember. I'm walking around because I'm trying to remember what I've done and what I still need to do. I think I've decided I was going to can the whole fence idea and try to do something different. But I mean, look how close I am to being finished with this. Wow, that's not a cool thing here. That is odd. I don't know why I didn't notice this before. Because I wasn't paying attention. Let's just light this up a little bit so we don't get too many nasties. That's probably where I heard the skellies and underman is down in here somewhere. And I'm not even going to worry about that because, like I said before, this is not really a resource gathering challenge so much as it is a building and creating challenge. So I really want to focus on, I think what I'm going to do is just finish getting this fence in. I'm going to go ahead and cut some more wood, get the fence in so I can at least set the poor villagers free. I've got them all cooped up in their houses, you know, so that they don't get zombified. So yeah, the new job is great. It's working out really, really well. I'm really enjoying it. Okay, good. A couple of my trees grew up here. And see, now the problem is I don't have any fence gates in here, so I'm not gonna waste a lot of time messing around here. Just gonna do that and that and start cutting some trees here. And now I've lost my train of thought. So yeah, I didn't put up an episode on Friday, which was just a complete fail on my part. I really believed last week that I would have time to record during the week. It just did not happen. I was so swamped. I'm still freelancing. I'm still writing for a living. That's my main job. The retail position is part-time, and it's great, and I love it, but it's, you know, it's not going to pay my bills. It is part-time. It's a little bit better minimum wage, but not by much. So, you know, it's obviously something I can't do and, you know, expect to make a living at, but it's getting me out of the house, which was important to me. I really needed to get out of the house. Probably, if you've been watching my channel a while, you may have heard me talk about the fact that I do live with PTSD. And it's not a debilitating condition for me. Oh, geez, there's a cow in the... Okay, that was probably the most random thing I've ever had happen in Minecraft. The cow must have been standing here when this tree grew up, and he just got launched into the top of the tree, which is... it's happened to me before. Once I was standing near a sapling and all of a sudden I was standing on top of a tree. Anyway, that was that was really random. Holy cow. Ha, holy cow. Get it? Okay. Joking aside. Long story short, basically, I live with depression and anxiety on a pretty regular basis. It's just part of this PTSD. I was diagnosed years and years ago, back in '89, when it was still kind of a new thing. It wasn't like now where people know what it is when you say PTSD. I mean, at the time, it was a very new, it was like, the only thing I knew about PTSD is if you've ever watched Rambo, First Blood, that's what was wrong with the soldier that was in that movie that, that Sylvester Stallone played. That was my only experience. I thought people with PTSD were crazy, they were dangerous, like a soldier, coming back from war, it has some kind of problems. I had no idea, at the time when I was diagnosed, of what it actually was. I didn't know at the time that my father actually had the same condition. It was a leftover. He was in World War II and saw some pretty horrible things. If you've seen the films in school, when I was in school, we had to watch videos of the soldiers coming into the camps after they defeated the German soldiers. It wasn't just Americans, it was, different nationalities. The Allies came into the camps and found the people that had been imprisoned and so on, and found the conditions, and, it was just heartbreaking. And so at any rate, my dad lived through a lot of that, and it was, a very difficult thing for a young man to live through, and to see the things that human beings sometimes can do to one another. And I do believe that that's why, when I was growing up, I can remember very clearly waking my dad up from nightmares, and him not knowing who I was or where he was. It was very difficult to see your parent that you think is strong and can handle anything, in that state. And I just didn't think about it much as a child. I didn't know, like I said, anything about the condition at that point. So at any rate, it is something that I live with, and it's not easy to live with, but after, there's hope. There's the point I want to make is that if you have anxiety, depression, or if you have symptoms of post-traumatic stress, it's important to get help and to seek it out, whatever the condition is you're dealing with, because there is hope. There is things that you can do, and there are coping skills you can learn that will help. And that's what I do. I'm very fortunate to have good coping skills, and I've had some really good counseling. So it's been a very, very long time, that I've lived with it. So it's I've learned how to deal with the emotions and the anxiety and so on. Jeepers, criminy sakes, these trees are just popping up all over the place, which isn't a bad thing. We need trees, so I'll just plant a couple more. But I really want to get that fence laid in before it gets dark out again. So at any rate, the point, you know how I get, I tend to ramble. The point is that taking this job has been an exercise in self-care for me. I needed to get out of the house. I needed to get some space and just give myself a little bit, come on. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I was trying to move everything into my inventory at once, and I failed there. I needed to get out of the house. I needed a chance to be around other adults. I I have teenagers, which, is why my channel is Life with Teens. I love my kids. They are my entire world. I can't imagine life without them, but there are days when I need to get out of the house. So what it comes down to is I took this job to accomplish that, to get some adult interaction and just get out and see other people. Besides, as much as I enjoy doing Minecraft, as much as I enjoy talking to you guys this way, with these videos and so on, this is my day. I spend 12 to, depending on how many hours I work that day, or more hours on the computer. And whether I'm doing Minecraft videos, which obviously is a part-time hobby sort of thing, or I'm actually writing and working, which is my full-time job. I'm not going to make it by dark, am I? But that's okay. We'll just do our best here, and we'll just deal with the mobs as they come along. I'm not going to go hide from them. So at any rate, if you know whatever I'm doing, I'm online. Like I said, between probably 12 to 15 hours a day. I mean, that's actually probably a conservative estimate. It's just that's how my life is. I'm very busy. I have a lot of deadlines that I have to meet, and that's a good thing because it means I'm working. And you know, I'm in demand, which is a good thing for a writer to be. And but it does take up a lot of my day is spent in front of a screen, is what I'm getting to here. And let me make some more torches. I'm trying to build, think, and talk all at the same time. It's not an easy thing for me to do. Trying to think about what I want to say. I don't plan these out, guys. I just talk about whatever comes to mind. I don't like have a script or anything that I go by, which is why you get so much of rambling when I'm doing this. I'm just going to try to light things up a little bit to try to reduce our mob count within the village. Oops, there's already a bunch of torches there. So yeah, point is, it's a big change for me to be working outside the house again. It's been something that hasn't happened for me in a really long time. I think it's a good change, and it's definitely been helpful for me to get out and I hear that spider. I'm hoping I can. Okay, yep, I can make these torches before he attacks me. Oops, there he is. Hi spider, go away. Where'd those sticks just go? Oh, there they are. Just make a bunch of torches up. Yeah, let's eat something before I starve. I almost attacked that cow. I almost forgot I'm playing MHC. I can't even speak straight. So yeah, it's been a big change. Been a little challenging, but in a good way. And like I said, it's actually helpful for me because I'm getting out of the house. And as much as I enjoy doing these videos, I needed more actual human interaction. And, I mean, as much as I like talking to you guys in comments and so on, I needed to, talk to people too. And so it's definitely been a good thing. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy the job itself. I've always enjoyed doing retail. I enjoy people in limited amounts. Go away. Ooh, there's a witch in the village. Yikes. I hate witches. They're like my least favorite. I'm actually excited for 1.9 in one aspect. They've updated the witches, and they've actually given them a sound. So they cannot sneak up on you quite as easily as they do now. Right now they sneak up on you pretty easily. And, all of a sudden you're poisoned and you didn't even know they were there. Come here, zombie. I've been playing modded, so it's actually quite satisfying to have zombies that I can just kill and not have them. The rage zombies are terrifying creatures. I've been playing natural magic, and some of the mobs are just about the most horrifying things you could possibly run into. I don't want to run backwards while I'm doing these. I really want to go forward because I'm going to go ahead and... I could go in here and then over, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and straighten this corner because it will give me some land to work with here, for gardens and so on that I want to do for the villagers. So yeah, that's... I never set my... I'll have to watch my day for when it turns to 5. I never set my timer, and it's way too late now to do it. So yeah, that's... at any rate, that's what's been going on. It has been excellent. I've really enjoyed... It's been challenging because... like I said, I've worked in retail before. It's been something I've done. You stupid witch. You're going to come over here and give me trouble, aren't you? I don't know if I have any arrows, do I? I don't know if I have any arrows. If I have arrows, I can shoot her. Yes, I do. And that was it. At least I got a few hits in on her. Ah, there we go. And I know there's another one running around. I saw her somewhere. Hopefully, oh, there she is. Maybe she'll leave me alone for a little bit. At least till I get over here and start building a fence near her. So, at any rate, it's challenging. It's extremely challenging. I'm used to cash registers, and you just, when I was in retail many, many years ago, you know, as a teenager, I worked in retail. With our cash registers, we used to just, we would, all right, you know what? I'm done with you and your nonsense. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm done with you and your nonsense. There, turkey. I'm used to cash registers, which you just put the amount in and hit the button, and it said, whoops, that's not a torch. It didn't give you the amount of change to give the customer. It just, you just put the, you know, the money in, and then you would count the change back. I don't know if any of you have ever counted change. It probably, if you've ever sold, you know, things retail, you may have had to do it, but it's, you know, if you haven't been in retail, you might not understand what I mean by count change back. All it does is you, once you've made the sale, you pretend as if you're holding the amount of the sale. So say somebody bought something from you for $5 and they hand you a 20. So you pretend to have $5 already in your hand, and then you count the change. So when you add a 10, you say, okay, that's 15, and then you add another 5 to it, and that makes 20. And you, oh, you rotten skeleton. You bring the amount, the total amount back up to what they handed you in the first place. And it's much easier to show than it is to explain it. I mean, it's a very difficult concept to explain. I'm actually going to be using these extra fences to make lampposts. I'm hoping, oh, that wasn't where I wanted that. That's not where I wanted it either. Really? Anyway. Okay. We got this. I need a couple pieces of dirt to make my scaffolding with here. So at any rate, that was a skill that I learned when I was, you know, when I was young and doing retail. Yeah, now I sound like a villager. Once we get a few lampposts up, I think we'll be able to let these guys out. It's not that way anymore. I mean, to get back to what I was talking about with the computers and things that we use now to, you know, now we scan an item. First of all, we never scanned items when I was doing retail. You just typed everything in. You typed the price in. You typed in how much they gave you and so on. But like I said, there was no. Oh, you lousy creeper! For crying out loud! He shouldn't have blown up that fast. Okay, so at any rate, that was, nothing was done for you. You had to do all that yourself. Everything was manual. I guess we had a chicken in there. And you know, it didn't tell you the, what is that? Oh, a skeleton over there. It didn't tell you how much to give people back or anything like that. Everything was, you know, you had to figure it out in your head, and you know, you had to do math and so on. And now, my good Lord, you could about do the taxes with this thing. You could use this cash register to, you know, it rings up. Credit cards have to be rung a certain way, and you have to type in the bottle deposits. And I'll tell you what, guys, it is day 5, so that means that that's the end of this episode. I'm going to stop here, and this will actually be Friday's episode, but it's going up on Monday. And I will continue in the next one, which will also go up today. So I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.